All right, boys, well, it's time to hop into the picks and bans here. Game number 2 between Cloud9 and Cognitive Gaming is officially underway.
Picks and bans going to go probably predictably here. We've got the strong junglers, Thor and Serket, banned out, and Poseidon banned again by Cloud9. They just don't want to play against Poseidon.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Poseidon has a big burst damage here, and Cloud9 actually staying on the order side, so Cognitive Gaming at one point definitely chose that they want the counterpick option going, at least potentially in the solo lane, but at least just having that option to counterpick. Hunbats, Serket, a lot of big assassins, and now Cloud9 again gets Sylvanus, and then across the way, Neith instantly, and Bellona. Neith, she's been a flex pick, but I just don't know if it's going to be mid lane here, and this is going exceptionally fast as Medusa and Janus. This is the exact same team comp.
Yeah. I'm very, very... Where's the Athena?
Yeah. Where is that Athena?
I mean, I know Anister's not exactly going to play the Athena jungle, if I'm not mistaken, and MLC South is... That one I'm a little more confident in. I don't think he's going to pull the Kiki and play the Athena mid. But with that said, Cognitive still has the option to pick up Athena. A very, very strong... There it is. Thank you. Cognitive has a very... is very capable of picking it, and they do. Athena, so strong, banned out in almost all of our games. So if you've never seen her play, she's got a global ult, which allows her to just assist her teammate wherever.
Yep. Athena, she's definitely going to bring a lot to this squad. And plus, just mixed up here with Bellona as well, you have Eagles Rally plus Taunts plus Neith. I mean, there's a lot of really good synergy here, and Tyr gets taken out. They don't want Omega to have that, which I don't know if I would say he was ban-worthy after that first game. I mean, yeah, he did great, and the strength of Tyr is Tyr gets ahead, and the enemy team can't build Magi's, but that is another Cabrakan. We have seen so much of him, and he's won, what, one game?
Yeah.
Only one, right? He's 1 for 2?
He hasn't had a lot of impact in the games that he has been picked up, but he's an interesting pick. He's a good pick, and I enjoy it. So on the side of Cloud9, they get the Tyr banned out, and Anister says, fine, I'll take Hercules, which is a very similar character. A lot of displacement. He's going to push, instead of pushing you around, he's going to pull you and then push you. So pretty much a very similar character for Hercules. He doesn't have a power cleave heal, but he's got a heal over time. And if you take a look at the other 4, Scott, it's the same team.
Yep, exact same. The exact same minus the Herc, and now Scylla will come in as well. So Scylla is going to be Anister's main target, right? Like that's just it. Anister's going to go, all right, I want level 5. I want to kill the Scylla. And so we probably won't see early beads, but she does have the Sentinel. But if she gets caught by the Fenrir, it's going to be really hard for Scylla to get back. But I'll tell you the dream. I'll tell you the dream.
What's the dream, buddy?
Here's the dream. Here's the dream. No one will ever do it because it's way too risky. But
all right.
Purple pot, Scylla, red buff.
Soulstone.
Go.
Soulstone. I'm with you, buddy.
Yeah, so here's the thing, right? I ran it the other day, and what happens is, or actually, it wasn't the other day. I ran it with Pompon. I think it was Adonis, too. And I died early. It's the same idea with Habwa, right? Mm-hmm. I died early, and there's just no coming back.
Oh, no.
Like, it is so curtains for you.
Like,
you either get a kill in 3 minutes, or you just basically F6 at 7. Right? And by F6 at 7, I mean, like, you just spam it for 3 minutes and you sit in base.
It's too early in this game to surrender.
Yeah. It's just...
Team's looking at a pretty normal setup this time around. Again, no real invades, or at least no hints of invades.
Yep.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Pickham will be taking Cabrakan into the jungle. Heroin will be playing the short lane with Bellona, so nothing too out of the ordinary, as we said. Homie Effie on the support. Athena, we actually get to see Athena played. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
I try so hard to not pay attention to you.
I didn't know if you would pick. You're a countryman. Of course you
Come on, brother.
10 points.
You know I got that.
Love it.
How dare you test me?
It wasn't a test. I'm just extremely happy.
You tested. You tried to test it. Let's bring that
Buff's going
weak sauce into here.
There we go. Standard stuff again. With these teams, very different than Eager and Denial. We're just going to see standard stuff. Standard stuff. Cloud9 is known for the standard. And Cognitive Gaming, when you're adjusting with a new team, you really don't want to pull out something flavor, right? So just standard stuff.
Here's the hardship that Bickham's going to have to overcome is Cabrakan one of the better gods ahead.
Right.
One of the worst from behind. So if he gets behind, I have no idea. Oh, that's not good. Heroine's going to eat a tower shot as well. But Driving Strike, fortunately, was not up for Mr. Omega.
That would have been first blood, but unfortunately, not quite there for the Hercules. So Heroine able to go ahead and use that Scourge to heal back up, almost full. Also, the Death Stole, not a bad choice when you're looking at the Bellona.
It's honestly, it's so weird casting Omega still to this day for when I used to play against him back in Halo 2 days. Like it's like so weird. I'm like, wow, this guy's like been a part of my life since like 2007.
That's funny. That's a long roll.
Long roll. Cog Scylla comes out there, showing off Mr. David Fry's work and branding, as it is going to be engraved in the. Oh man, look at that! It was an MLC Stealth jersey, just chilling.
Yep.
Paying the dividends to the Mr. Stealth, who definitely showed up huge in the World Championship. Make no mistake.
Yeah, World Championship on the back of, honestly, that's one of the cooler things about it. Cloud9 won that series with the entire team. They really MLC Stealth was a shining star, but they all played lights out.
Fantastic. Yeah. I still think that probably the best series of that World Championship still to me was COG Gaming versus COG Prime.
Okay.
Or COG Red.
Yeah.
COG Red versus Prime. That series was nuts.
That was a lot of fun. Just so much tension and nerves, and land environments are some of the most fun. Homie Effie getting a little aggressive, but he's got a full wave of minions, so Barracuda has to be forced to back off. But the land environments for these Smite lands are so incredible. Spring Fling or Spring Land was really fun. It's just so much different when you get to see the players actually amped up. We'll see if Cloud9 gets to make it this time around.
Here's something that's really important here. Notice how Sylvanus is already on his rotation into the mid-Harpies in 10 seconds. Just his basic attacks, right? I mean, they can't really handle it. Now, although Neith does have great clear, it's not Sylvanus, right? Sylvanus and Medusa, I mean, Acid Spray is guaranteed to hit everyone, and he's able to get it. The pull hits as well. Here comes the dog. He's going to bring him right back to MLC Stealth, who misses through space and time, but he is going to be able to hit the unstable Vortex, and the Wisp will clean him up. Omega gets a kill as well. And just like, where did Omega get that kill from? I can't even see him on the minimap. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, he probably dove.
It was a not a double kill in the traditional sense. It was you kill me, I kill you. So there's that. Still aggressive as Anster. Stun out from Bickham will be able to make him just stop, literally and figuratively. So the dog going to go ahead and slink back into the lane. Cool stuff coming out from Cloud9.
Stealth sits on the mid Harpies. He heads back. He's going to go ahead and finish out that Doom Orb. And now we're going to see the exact same build once again. Mystical Mail being rushed out by Hercules, aka Omega. Across the way, Rune Forged Hammer for Heroine. So Heroine next, we're going with the Anatoly style build here. The Rune Forged first.
All right, yeah. Rune Forge just so incredibly cheap. Divio's one of the first people, or one of the people to be a little bit more vocal about it. For a long time, his icon on Twitter was just the Rune Forge.
Yeah, well, before it got nerfed, yeah. I mean, it was a nightmare. It was like 1050 for Rune Forged. Yeah. So you would get Rune Forged and then Hand of the Gods, and you would just invade every time. It was just so stupid.
Yeah, very, very strong item. Doomorb being built on the side of Scylla and Janus. So both mid laners will have that Doomorb. A couple more stacks on it for Janus than Scylla, as he's slightly in the lead, like 300 gold or so. So both mid laners are going to be the target of whomever comes close to them.
Yeah. Red buff started up, and Stealth loves going through these portals. I think it's just like his own kind of like way of having fun in the game.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, well, I'll take this for a ride, sir.
You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. That's the story behind the Titan role swap going over to Europe. Titan recently has swapped their Hunter and Solo laner, and it was all because Confrey just wasn't having fun, and they chalked it up to, his performance has been slacking in their opinion because he wasn't having fun. That's a big part of it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, it's you gotta embrace those little things.
Yeah, it's funny with professional gaming. There's times where you think like, oh my god, it's the dream job, but it gets so taxing, and then as soon as you lose that drive, it's impossible to get back. At least from my personal experience with it. It's just one of those things where you either have it and you love it, or you think it's a chore and you hate it.
Yeah.
And when that happens, you only have a couple more months before you can just end up retiring from the scene.
And I mean, it's incredible the way the human mind works, because you even see that in professional sports, and sports players get paid millions on millions of dollars, right? And if you're not enjoying yourself, you're just not going to have fun.
Homie FA grabs him. Now he's going to throw him backwards here. And now he's in some trouble. Neith Ultimate's going to hit. Through Space and Time's going to be there. MLC Stealth with a great play. Bickham now catches a shoulder to the face, as now Cloud9's going to go straight to the Gold Fury here. They have it dominated. There's no vision. There's no one even close. Meerkat bullied out. We could see him take to I'm a Monster and go for it, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Is he going to be able to lock it down? He's able to throw down some damage, but that is about it. Omega on a killing spree, 5-1 at 6:30. This one is much different than game number 1 here. Eagles Rally comes in, bludgeon. He gets the extra damage down onto Jeff Hindla. Down he goes. Medusa Ultimate, though. Look at this. This is so much damage. Cloud9's just going to walk away with this one. This is Gold Fury. Get out of here, Neith. You have no business staying here.
It's the AoE. That is why Barracuda's liking the Medusa pick. Between the AoE of the Acid Spray and the AoE of the Unstable Vortex, 3 targets had to get out of there. Whether they were going to die or walk away is up to Cloud9 themselves, honestly, against Cog. But because of that, the AoE, so much damage was spread out. And one of the key things about that last engagement, Scott, was the ability to turn and burn. They were all in the Gold Fury, and they had no problem leashing the entire Gold Fury in order to turn on the Scylla immediately and died before I'm a Monster came out.
It's weird. Scylla, we've seen no changes to her kit. We've seen nothing, right? And she just really fell out of favor. And
it's the quick clear. Essentially, what happened was Poseidon started getting. Aegis was changed a little bit. Poseidon became more attractive because Poseidon clears the wave so well. Other quick clear gods were looked at, Isis, etc. Scylla on the far end of that spectrum, very, very poor at clearing the wave early. So because of all of these ripple effects, the low clear of Scylla, not so hot for mid laners to pick up.
Omega barely missing the knock up there on the Heroine, as the Mystical Mail, you can just see it just chips away at Heroine. And it's doing a lot. And now Woof brings him into Rathaterra, into a portal. That is a delicious treat for Mr. MLC Stealth. And, you know, we've seen so much of this now. Like, we've seen the LeBron with the Sobek into the Janus portal, right? But now we're just seeing so much more of it. I mean, Fenrir just adds to it. And there's only 2 sets of beads out. Scylla doesn't have beads. She's got Doom Orb, which was probably not the right decision looking at it, because she's been, well, the main focus of the entire match is just kill Scylla.
I mean, yeah, a lot of it. I mean, this is as we see teams get more and more very quick.
Insanely quick.
That's similar to Agni dashing out of a Poseidon whirlpool, but as teams get better and better, because we're seeing that we've had the SPL around for a while, but teams just continually push the talent level, the talent barrier higher and higher. Great taunt, will it convert? Not quite. We're seeing teams really embrace the I have 4 abilities, you have 4 abilities, but my team is 20. And you use that sort of like in a Voltron situation where you can combine all these for the Wombo combo. Great stuff coming out.
I can't believe
as we see teams getting better.
Omega just
by himself
got ganked, and I can just only tell what's going in his head when, if you waste that much energy into trying to kill Omega and you're not able to do it, that actually gives him momentum. I mean, he feeds off of being better than people, and that's just what that's showing.
Yeah, and I mean, as a player with that mindset, the solo lane is perfect for you, because you're going to play these tanky gods that, given the opportunity, you can 2v1.
Yeah.
You can do that. So, I mean, you know him better than I from your Halo days. If that's the type of player he is, that just fits why he chose the solo lane so well.
I don't know if there's many. There's probably 2 professional players who don't have that same mentality. That's just because they're like genuine great guys, right? Like Jeff Hindla and Incon, they probably don't like feed off of being better than someone else. They're probably just like happy to be alive, right? But everyone else, they love the fact knowing that they're better than people. It's just such a good confidence booster. And little things like a failed gank and like turning around and doing more damage is huge. Like even think of Divios, right? And here comes Woof Woof right into it. That's going to be the Cabrakan, and they miss it. And Unstable Vortex will hit. Eagle's Rally comes down. Stealth has no mana. He should be taken out in this engagement unless he can get enough for it, and he's through. And Heroin just wasted so much here. And what looked like it was a pretty decent engagement from Cloud9, they come up with no kills, and now Neith has rotated. Barracuda forced to lacerate out, and he's not going to get stunned out. He might even turn this around. You can see Anister rotate, and Acid Spray just crippled Mr. Meerkat.
Great beads. Great beads coming out from the Meerkat. Knew that something's coming. I'm either going to get grabbed or something is going to happen. Fantastic beads. Very quick on that active hit. So because of that, he's going to be able to back and be safe.
Stealth now gonna get some experience here. Level 12s here. 50 stacks on the Doom Orb here for Scylla across the way. Same thing for Janus.
Very important that she stayed safe right there.
Yeah. If you die with Doom Orb, you lose the stacks.
But if you don't, you do more with Doom Orb.
Yeah. That's great analysis. 0-4 Athena. She is 1,000 gold behind Mr. Jeff Hindla.
Yeah.
So Homie FA, he has a big task ahead of him of trying to crawl back into this one. 78 seconds spent dead. I mean, he's been dead for more than a minute. It's really tough.
Yeah. So very, very long time for Homie FE. Maybe the role swap is giving him a little bit more trouble than he had anticipated.
Well, he's also got to go against a premier Sylvanus as well as a premier support, right? Like
sure.
Jeff Hindla made this god at the North American Regionals, as we will see Fenrir jump up, and Stealth isn't able to take out Meerkat here, and somehow everyone's still alive. Annenser gets forced out of this one. Stealth turns around, throws down the Unstable Vortex, and this is just a disengage.
Good response from Cognitive Gaming in order to get out of there. Great Sentinel. Saved the life of Meerkat, and then
he's been doing such a good job with that.
He's very quick, very, very quick. And it's because of his reaction speed and his quickness that's allowing him to do that. Omega, the tower's not dead. Just pushing back. Homie FE gets a kill on MLC Stealth, along with help from Meerkat. So that'll do well to tip the scales in their favor. 8-3. Read the kills as we approach the 13th minute of our last game of the day. 1-0. Cloud9 took the first game of this series. It's not a series, actually. First game of this set.
Yeah, so this will be the final game of the broadcast. But one thing I will point out here is that Barracuda has prioritized boots over the lifesteal earlier on. I don't think he was afraid of being killed because he's such a passive player as well. So he went ahead and finished the boots. Yeah. He knew he wasn't going to box anytime soon, and if he did, he was going to have copious amounts of setup from his team. And now the mid-harpies are coming up, and Cloud9, they see it, and well, they know there's a bunch of cock gaming. This could get ugly. Taunt comes down. No. Woof Woof comes up. He's got him. Go fetch right into it, and through space and time will clear it up. Stealth now comes on the side. Omega was on the backside. He's going to force the Neith out. He's now on Homie FA. He wants this Athena kill. He will die for it. There's Omega getting one. Looking for another one right on Meerkat, and Meerkat forced all the way out. Meanwhile, Bellona, she ran right into his Sylvanus, and Stealth will be taken out, so they were able to pick up some, but look at Omega. He's cut off the option, and he will be able to pick up the kill. Famous Hate is going to be stunned out as well, and now we will just see Jeff Hindla body block for him as Omega is still going to stay in this fight. This is what he does. Look at the mystical man. Oh.
Yeah. Omega just tried to back. He's like, I'm done.
You hate to see it happen. You just hate it.
Little rough right there for Omega. Omega, key part of that fight. Again, this is what you expect to see out of Omega. A lot of players sort of have their own play style or things that they're known for. Expect to see Omega teleport behind your fight. Every single time. He uses that teleport, gets on the backside, and then all of a sudden Cog Gaming turns around to retreat, but there's a Hercules in the way. So, good stuff. Right now, kind of starting up the Gold Fury, probably a little bit too later than they would have liked, and I would like to see them get out, and they do.
Yep. Stealth was there with through space and time. The max CDR almost online as soon as he finishes the Chronos Pendant, and he has been involved in 10 fights. He's only missed out on one. One fight, which was an Omega 1v1. He has been there.
Yep.
That is mobility and being involved. It's funny, you know, I stumbled upon Stealth's YouTube not too long ago, and I had no idea he used to do like Call of Duty vlogs.
Oh yeah, like tons.
Crazy.
He's got a whole bunch of
dude.
people on YouTube, subscribers or whatnot.
I was like, what in the Stealth? Are you kidding me? My man did Call of Duty too.
Yeah, a lot of COD videos, and again,
that's huge.
Gold Fury. Bickum's ultimate is going to be down. In comes Jeff Hindla. He's using the Wrath of Terra. Dog comes out. He's going to bring him to the wrong side. He wants a bone. Can he get him? Barracuda gets the kill.
Yeah. He brought him over to the west side where he was not welcome. And now we will see Cloud9 just shred through this Omega will zone. He doesn't care. He'll eat a Crush. He'll eat a Sikkim. He'll probably be able to eat a I'm a Monster under a tower and still be okay. As Heroine's going to try to just get down this tier 1 tower, giving his teammates some extra vision there with the gold, right? I mean, yeah, it'll give him like 150 gold. In comes the Fenrir and instead cutting off the option. Now Stealth. Hits him with it. Now they're back on the tower. It's at half health. They do have to worry because Homie FA is here. The Athena taunt could be lethal. And he is going to run straight into a portal.
Barracuda's going to quietly pick up the left-hand tower. So Heroine split pushes, Barracuda split pushes, and it's all been returned to the way it is. In comes the portal from the Janus. They want to fight, it looks like, but they don't have the numbers. 4 members of Cognitive Gaming are here in the middle lane. Meanwhile, it's just 3, but Omega's coming around the long way. No teleport up for him, it looks like. Still a minute on that cooldown, so Omega will be walking. Mystical Male will figure the Fire Giant, though, so Cog knows he's there.
Look at Omega. He doesn't care. He's just going to pop mitigate wounds, chase him down, and now force Bickum out of here. And now that's a... Oh, he didn't get the driving strike off. He didn't want to even do it. He doesn't know where Heroine's at either. They have no vision deep on their side because, well, they have control of the game. They don't have to have defensive wards at all. And now we'll see Cloud9 go ahead and back.
Homie Effie going to go ahead, get a great taunt, but Anderson's ultimate is better. He gets hit by the Crush, but he's under the tower. Will he avoid the Apple Monster?
My God.
Beautiful movement in the channeled ability, as well as jumping over
his mechanics, dude,
from Meerkat.
Anninster's mechanics are nuts.
It was great.
One of my favorite things I've ever seen in Smite is actually Snoopy versus Anninster in a 1v1 Uller matchup where he beat Snoopy. It was so good. Like, watching him play Uller is nuts.
Bickum all alone. We'll take a look at Homie Effie as he comes on in. He stomps down, but it's not enough. Bickum still alive. Just kidding. Look at the flick of the wisp. Jeff Hindla gets the kill from the Sylvanus. And there it is. It's Cloud9 going to go ahead and pick up the Tier 1 tower, while Omega tanks to Tier 2 just for fun.
Yep. And now that's going to set up a bit. He does have teleport as well. So now he'll be able to go back, buy some items, come back in full. He's got Spirit Robe already. And now, where's he going to be teleporting
already
in?
here.
Oh, God, he's already there. Good God. Oh, I see the ward now.
Yep.
It's right up there. And so, that's going to be Omega, man. He's going to be in the fight. He's going to be very strong. He's going to bully this team. And what?
Pythagorum's Piece picked up by Scylla. This will provide magical lifesteal, an aura for a magical lifesteal aura for her team. A Cabrakan can make use of it, I suppose, as well as the Athena. But magical lifesteal inherently is not good. You get a 33% coefficient on it because all of your abilities are AoE with few exceptions.
Well, Fire Giant gets taken. Stealth comes right into the mix. He's got to live. And he will. And just like that, Barracuda is able to take out one, pushing forward. Heroine's going to be there. Eagles rally. Down you go as well, my friend. And now here comes the tower siege. They have Fire Giant. This is ending exactly how game number 1 did, with Omega just, oh my God.
That is the patented
I'm so glad
Omega
I beat
play.
him in Halo.
It's the patented Omega play. He stands there and, like, it does have a distinct purpose. He's zoning so that his teammates can... I mean, it's just a Fenrir and a Sylvanus.
Care.
It's a Fenrir and a Sylvanus. They're not exactly going to do anything crazy.
Oh my God. Look
but
at
Omega,
this.
as functional as it
It's
is,
so funny.
it's also...
Look at this. They're like trying to decide if it's better to like fight him or not. And now here comes Jeff Hindla with the Wisp, which is going to help him out even more. And now he's still alive. Wrath of Terror is going to save him. If he lives, this is like one of the top 5 plays ever. And he is. He's alive. He's going to turn around if he gets a kill. Oh my God. How?
MLC Self being looked at by Heroine, it looks like.
How? He was in a 1-on-3, bro.
He's a level 19 Hercules. Nobody on Cognitive Gaming is above level 16.
That's so freaking nuts.
Nobody on Cognitive Gaming is above level 16. And again, Barracuda just doing the PvE.
And they say
the
DM is BM. My God. That is amazing, dude. In every way, shape, and form. That is one of my favorite plays I think I've ever seen.
That's Omega.
That is the definition of asserting dominance.
Yep.
He still hasn't backed, dude.
He's been a player that I've loved to watch him play and sort of grow as a player. From going all the way back to when I first started watching Smite, just because he's got that attitude that a lot of PC gamers in general or Smite players don't have. And he's not afraid to be a little confident, and I think that helps his team a lot.
Probably.
Because plays like that, like I said, sure, it looks funny, but he distracted enough for Barracuda to get the tier 2. He distracted enough to let Fenrir chip down a tower.
Oh, that's beautiful. They got the pull. It's on Bickham. It's going to be right on him. Taunt comes down as well. I'm a Monster's going to miss. Omega's able to get one. He's on a rampage as well. Meerkat now trying to run for his life. Annenster trying to chase him down here. As now they will look at the Titan. It's at 99%, all the way back up to 100 already. And silently throughout this entire time, Barracuda has yet to die. He also has 5 kills.
Andy very low, Andy very low, Andy very low. Can Cognitive capitalize? No, they cannot. Annenster will get out of there. No problem. And Cloud9 takes the left and the mid Phoenix, and they're not done. Looks like, well, they're done, but Omega's not here. The rest of the team will finally show up. Dude. Barracuda will go ahead and get it. And MLC Stealth accidentally, it seems like accidentally kills Homie Epi.
5-0-7 here for Mr. Barracuda, the Georgia local Smite World Championship winner. He has Executioner. We haven't really talked about him much, but he's done something great.
I mean, he in both games, he's quietly gotten the 2 towers on the left-hand side. And Omega.
What do you think these comms are like for Cloud9? Do you think Cloud9's just like laughing as Jeff Hindla is just, stroking like his chest because he just wears the Cloud9 shirt with no he wears no undershirt?
Stealth from downtown gets the kill with the Janus ultimate. That is a kill. Wow, from way downtown.
Yep. Heroin now is going to get chased down by Annenster, who's going to jump in, grab Bickham, turn it around. That's going to be a surrender vote. And just like that, Cloud9 comes out 2-0 strong. So I got something right. Got something right today.
Cloud9 looked extremely dominant against a team that, Cognitive Gaming in a restructuring process right now. They've got a lot of uphill battles ahead of them, but Cloud9, that's what they do.
Cloud9 looked really good. Really good. I can't believe Omega. That's some of the funnier things I think I've ever seen. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at the first blood here, which ended up being from Jeff the Sex Hindla. And this was mid-harpy control. He gets the pull, and then you just see Annenster come in, and then Wisp end up getting this one. So Athena thought she was safe, but, well, she wasn't because that is a damage over time Wisp.
And it's like those Jean Quay, the Jean Quay ghosts. You ever run away from one of them?
No.
And just as you run, because it is inevitable that it will hit you. You can't outrun the Wisp or whatnot. So you're running and you turn around and you look and it's just, oh well, I'm gonna die.
Damn you, Casper. Well, we're gonna go ahead and bring up the jungle control map here and see just how this one went. 68%, 90% mid harpy control. The COG Gaming squad got 2 mid harpies.
That's very, very rough for Cognitive Gaming. I mean, taking a look at their comp with the Athena, almost any comp with an Athena, I tend to say, well, you've got good mid harpy control because you
also have tempo control.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for them, not able to actually execute the Scylla, the Scylla Athena combo should have been enough to get those mid harpies, but as you can see from the look, just not able to execute.
Yep. Well, guys, before we go here, we have Mr. Jeff Hindla on the line with us. Jeffrey.
Howdy, what's up, guys?
Which is not your real name. God, Jeff, how are you, buddy? It's been so long.
Secret. I know. I'm doing really well. How about you guys?
I'm good. How's the stream life going?
Very good.
That's good. Glad to hear it, buddy. All right, so Jeff, so season 2 kind of came in here, and you guys weren't able to make it to the spring finals, and you watched the spring finals. With you being here, did that kind of give you more drive to practice more going into the summer split?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously it doesn't feel good not making it to LAN, and and everyone's really been on the ball. We've been practicing a lot, and I'm happy with how we're playing.
Cool.
I'm very curious about the thought process going into this cognitive gaming match because I mean you guys are the world champions and blah blah blah. You know you're a good team. There's no hiding that, right? I mean
You're also on our board.
You're literally right behind me. I'm sort of picking your nose. But
Yes.
But I mean you're going up against this cognitive gaming team, which it's not that they're a bad team. They're just restructuring. They got hit by 2 meteors. I mean. Do you go into that the same way you prepare for a top end team, or do you sort of take it easy and sort of treat it as an off week?
No, I definitely think you go into it trying your absolute best, and something people don't consider when you get role swaps and you get player swaps is you don't exactly know how everyone's going to play it, right? And you don't know if they're going to pull something out that you've just never seen before because it's role and player swap, and that was pretty scary from my end anyway.
It's a good point. Very, very good point. Now, walk me through this Janus pick. So you guys seem to be prioritizing it a lot, yeah, and Stealth is fantastic on it. What do you like about this being in your team composition?
I think Stealth just enjoys playing it, and my favorite part about it is I like Janus's 3. I like to go fast.
Gotta go fast. I mean,
I hate you so much, Jeff. I really do. If you were here, I would push you.
What?
Yeah, that just happened.
Beard off again? Okay.
No. Don't you bring up the beard off here, all right? I bow to the greatness that is the sex's beard. Are you still growing that, by the way?
I don't want to talk about it. Yes.
Oh my God, you probably look like Forrest Gump when he's running.
I mean, me and Bacchus are one and the same, so it's pretty sick.
All right, Jeff, before I let you go, give me some shout-outs here.
I want to thank my team for really well, and I'm very happy. You guys are doing great casting, so thank you.
Thanks, dude.
Cloud9 is still treating us great, and glad that we're working with them, and the fans are fucking fantastic, so thank you guys. Love you.
Thank you, my friend.
I love him. I love him. I can't believe he brought up the beard off though. What a jerk, man. That was a thrashing. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the standings here. We'll start off with Europe and then we'll swing right into North America. So without further ado, Europe. This is how things look. Epsilon 3-1. They lead the pack.
Oh yeah.
Titan 2-0. Fnatic 2-0, Team Dig 2-0 as well. And now you would see Trig Esports 1-3. London Conspiracy was able to get their first win, but they still are only 1-3. Night's Watch yet to find a win.
Yeah, bear in mind that a lot of these teams haven't played yet, so we'll see how they work off. On the other side of things, North America, take a look how these teams are standing up after 2 days of Week 2 in the books. Cloud9 G2A 4-0. They're one of your only undefeated teams here in the SPL. Cognitive Gaming and Enemy Esports, quite the other story. They're at the bottom without winning a single game. A lot of disparity, unlike last split, which I think is a lot of fun with our new 2-2.
Well, I'll tell you this. The final week, we'll bring up this schedule, but the final week of the summer split is actually Cloud9 versus AFK again, which I'm assuming will probably dictate who comes to LAN again. But so next week, we'll have upcoming stars versus Trig, Enemy Esports. Oh, wow. Whoops. That's this week's. I thought you said next week's. I'm like Ron Burgundy, but crappier version. Team Dignitas versus Titan will be tomorrow. Night's Watch will be facing off versus Fnatic, and then Legion and AFK will round off the day.
Yeah, so exciting stuff. I mean, this honestly has been a great week for games. Today we saw one of the better matchups between Eager and Denial.
Eager was great.
And that was a lot of fun. It was actually really cool. I saw Lazarus tweet out. He's like, we lost. I'm not even mad when we get games like that. It's just entertaining to play, watch, cast, and everything else. This is really, it's fun. Season 2, Split 2. This is where the SPL is supposed to be at.
Yep. Well, that's going to do it for us here at the desk. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Make sure you check it out then.
Always rearranging. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. We are. That is constantly changing. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. Always rearranging.